Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. So today I wanted to come on and introduce you to my new little guy. His name is Briseis Sevyn, and he is the Alyssa Asleep sculpt by Bountiful Baby. And yes, guys, you guessed it. He was painted by myself. Yes. He is the first baby that I created. And I had a great time painting him, I must say. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and dress him as I talk. He is 17 inches, so he is a preemie, and I don't have absolutely nothing for him, so he is going to have to wear his little brother's clothing until he arrives at home, which is my silicone preemie baby boy. All right, I'm gonna try him. I have a newborn pampers and I also have a preemie pampers. Let me try him on the preemie first. So first of all, what I would love to do is to give special thanks to my dolly sister that had gifted me the paints. Yes, definitely, because she made this possible. I always wanted to paint. I would say in the last, let's say, 2-3 years. I wanted to give it a try. I wanted to paint something for my collection because I felt that as a collector, I love the art and I would love one day to bring into my collection a baby that I've painted myself, and hopefully one day to root. So I was always sitting on the fence. I kept telling myself, like the last 2 years, I kept telling myself that I would take a chance, and I kept procrastinating. I kept purchasing other babies, and so when the opportunity came up for me to when my dolly sister had mentioned in her video that anyone who would be interested in her paints, because at the time she decided not to paint. She changed her mind, and I'm so happy she did because I really was enjoying the babies that she had painted. So so when that opportunity came, I reached out because I knew that I would not disappoint my dolly sister if she gifted me the paint, because she could have gifted someone else the paint that would have painted, that would have appreciated the fact that she had given her the paint. And I knew the whole idea on gifting the paint is to give someone else another try, or to give someone a try. So that motivated me to make sure and paint. Now, he is my first. He is definitely not my last because I have 2 more blankets. But he's not perfect. I know he's not perfect. In fact, oh my goodness, far from perfect. Far from perfect. In fact, I hate to put him next to my other babies because, oh my goodness, it really shows up that an amateur painted him. Yes. All right. So again, his name is Briseis Sevyn. Did I mention his name? I think I did. Yeah, I've given him the name Briseis Sevyn. The reason why I chose Briseis is because my very first reborn baby boy, he's no longer with me. He has a new mommy, and his name was Bryce. So saying that he is my first baby that I've painted, I wanted to give him a similar name, which is Briseis. I can call him Bryce for short, And I went with the name Sevyn because I always wanted to name one of my babies Sevyn, because I have a different way of spelling the name Sevyn. I almost name my little girl Isla. I almost name her Sevyn because she was the seventh baby in my collection at the time. I for me, I wanted to make sure that the baby that I gave the name Sevyn to was the seventh baby in my collection. Now I'm expecting a baby girl. She should be home within, I would say, 2 weeks. She would have been, well, I would not have given her the name Sevyn, even though she would have been the number 7 in my collection, because I didn't feel like the name matched her. I wanted, first of all, I wanted a boy. I wanted the boy to be named Sevyn, and she's a girl. Then I wanted the baby to be the number 7 in the collection. So yes, guys, he is number 7 in my collection. And I'm going to tell you, I just decided on his name, I would say late last night. Yes, when I realized that he was number 7, because I knew my baby girl was number 7, but I wasn't comfortable giving her the name. So, but last night when I thought about it, like when he was finished, and I said, you know what, I need to name him. I knew his name was going to be Briseis, definitely. I knew that. But I needed a second name. And I thought about it last night, and I was like, you know, he would be perfect as 7 because he is number 7. Plus, he was painted by myself. Definitely not the best work, but you know, I really enjoyed. I enjoyed painting him. I did. Now I understand when, you know, most persons that paint for the first time say how relaxing it is and how they enjoy it. Yes, I really enjoyed it. All right, so he's going to wear this onesie, Daddy's little one. It's gray, and the writing is in black and gray lettering with a little elephant and a turtle. So cute. And he's going to wear this gray socks. This gray socks I purchased from Cardis, and it's actually a preemie size. Yeah, so he's going to wear that. And then he's going to wear he's going to wear a gray and white preemie hat. Yeah, so he's definitely going to be a hat baby. Okay, so again, like I said, I purchased absolutely nothing for him. I had in mind to paint him for a few weeks, and finally I buckled down. I realized that I have to dive in and just do it. If I wait on the perfect timing, you know, because I was actually thinking that if hubby travels and, you know, if he goes away for a few days, that would be perfect because I can stay up all night painting. But I realize with his schedule, that won't happen for a long time. So what I had to do was I spoke to my hubby and I told him I have a project, and I spoke to my daughter and I told her, well, she knew that I wanted to paint for a while because she had seen when I received the paints, she knew about it. She knew when I purchased the kit, so she knew. But finally, I decided, you know what? I am just going to start, even if it takes me forever to finish. And then I realized that once I started, I enjoyed it so much that I kept going and going, and then I would just break. I had to plan. I had to plan lunch and dinner. So when I fed my family lunch and dinner, I didn't have to worry about it. I had to make sure it was prepared. So I could spend more time painting him instead of on housework. Yeah, so that's what I had done. And guys, I keep laughing because as much as I love him because he is my creation, honestly, he looks awkward next to my other babies. Oh, and another thing, I was determined that I wanted another boy in my collection. In fact, I want a few boys in my collection. It's amazing how we, our desire change. In the hobby, our desire change. At first, I wanted more girls. I still want more girls. But what changed is that I now want more boys. So the thing is, after I finish sealing him, I rooted his eyebrows. No, I rooted his eyelashes. And guys, he had the most beautiful long eyelashes. And I started to see girl. And I was worried because I really didn't want another girl. So what I had done is I had to cut them down. And then I started to see boy again. Yeah. So, I mean, he's not a baby that you probably would see often. But yeah, he does have my heart. He does. And my daughter loves him. In fact, she wanted to help me paint, but she was busy with school and schoolwork, But she kept checking, watching, see what I had done. And my daughter's into art, so she was like amazed the fact that I was actually painting a blank sculpt. Yeah. So there he is, guys. Briseis Sevyn, and he is number 7 in my nursery. Yes, and he was brought to life by myself. Oh boy. Yeah, so again, to my dolly sister that gifted me the paints, I want to thank you so much for the opportunity, because on my own I just kept procrastinating, and I just needed the push. I needed someone to push me, and you did. When you gave me the opportunity to get the paints, that was my push. Oh, and I did add a magnet. Yeah. So actually, he is painted. Oh, I didn't show you any details, hey. Let me just show you. This is under his feet. Of course, he's not perfect. I did add veining. You can see one here. I think you can see it because I can clearly see it. There's veining here on his wrists. I tip his finger, nail, blushed. Likewise the other hand and the other feet. And I didn't shade him. I did blush him. I didn't shade him because I didn't have the proper mix to shade him. Like the paint, I didn't have the proper mix to mix the paint to shade him. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I knew he would not have been perfect, and I just needed to start. Yeah. All right, everyone. So, like I said, I hope you guys like him. I think he's a cutie pie, man. Like I say, far from perfect. But I could laugh at myself. It was the effort, and I really enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed painting him. I did. All right, everyone. So thank you all so much for watching, and you have a super great day. Bye-bye.